Right now, beloved pigs are being evicted from their homes under a Madison City ordinance, but an amendment approved tonight changes that.
Plus, the Madison Public Market may be in jeopardy just a week after holding its first open house for the community. How much more money is needed for construction? It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. There's some promise for pet pigs here in Madison. This is a live look at tonight's Common Council meeting where in the last 15 minutes, an amendment was approved to allow people to keep pigs as pets within the Madison city limits. Now, earlier this summer, the city was notified about 2 cases of people owning pigs, leading to those owners being notified that their pigs had to go.
Well, that was until one city alder introduced an amendment to allow miniature pigs, which, as our Arman Rahman found out, lots of people have opinions on this.
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, I spoke to roughly a dozen people on and off camera today nearby one of the pigs who's been in the headlines, and there was pretty overwhelming support to letting them stay. With the ordinance passing, some pig experts say there are things to remember before you bring a little piggy home. Meet the swine that started it all, Rudy. He lives along the Southwest commuter bike path.
I think he belongs here.
He does.
In July, we told you about another pig on the far east side named Baconette. Both were served a notice that they had to pack their bags and fly.
I was on the Free Rudy train. He's so great around here, like everybody in the community loves him. I think he brings more people to the path.
Rudy's owner didn't want to go on camera, but said she couldn't sniff out who squealed. She's had him for over a year and has only heard praise for the pig.
Oh my gosh, we would have written a letter.
I always said if people have chickens in this neighborhood,
Right.
we can have a pig.
That led Alder Tag Evers, who lives near Rudy, to propose a change to the rule. By that amendment, both Rudy and Baconette make weight. At the council meeting Tuesday, there was only one person in public comment, and he spoke against changing the rule.
You know, we started with the chickens. Now we're doing pigs. I mean, what's going to be next? Goats? What happens is you get a lot of individuals that will not respect the laws and that will go overboard. And there will be a smell.
All the pig owners say if properly taken care of, they don't smell. Rudy himself is litter box trained. Anna Burr, who's worked with miniature pigs at a local sanctuary farm for 6 years, agreed and says they make great pets.
I've been working with dogs for the past 15 years, and I can say that the bonds that I've formed with pigs in the past 6 years have been extremely way more significant and deeper, and they're so multifaceted.
But she says if the ordinance passes, don't go hog wild. Pigs should be supervised around dogs or kept separate. And there's a price to high intelligence.
You need to stimulate their brains. You need to get them active. You need to do some training, because otherwise they're using all of that energy and maybe destroying your house.
But people walking, running, or biking by Rudy say they would be in hog heaven if he stayed.
Please vote to keep him here. Yeah. It's a neighborhood thing.
And the amendment did pass 11-8 with the change that one pig is allowed per residence, so neither Rudy nor Baconette can have any brothers or sisters.
Armand, thank you. Despite last week's open house, the future of Madison's public market remains up in the air.
And that project was recently put out for bids, and the numbers the city got back were larger than expected. As of July, the estimated budget for the project was $12.5 million, but the lowest bid that came back was more than $1.5 million over that estimate. That means the city will have to approve that higher expense, but the engineering department says it's all part of the process.
I don't think it's fair to say we're concerned. I think we have to go through the process. So that's standard in construction. I think a project of this magnitude will take some time to make sure that we get the funding in the right places and make sure we're being as lean as we can in some areas and work through it.
More meetings on the public market project will be held in the coming weeks. So we woke up to rain, but is any more of it on the way? Here's meteorologist Jacob Madison and your first warn forecast.
Yeah, by this time next week, we will have seen quite a bit of rainfall. But to backtrack a little bit, let's take a look at some of the rainfall we saw this morning and later last night. Now, some parts of our area saw up to an inch of rainfall, but a good majority, especially for Madison and areas just to the south, saw around a ½ inch of rain. Now, current radar is showing no rainfall. In fact, we're seeing some cloudy skies, but there is some rain to the south south of our area that has dissipated over the last couple of hours. There is a chance we could see some rain later in the night into tomorrow, but most of the rain will stay to the south of Madison along the Illinois and Iowa borders. Now, it is possible that we could continue to see some showers, maybe even a storm or two during the afternoon hours, but the further north you're located, the less likely you will see the rainfall. Current temperatures are pretty chilly right now, 60 in Madison, a lot of areas in the lower 60s, but earlier today it was very nice. Highs were in the 70s for pretty much our entire area, some places in the upper 60s. Now, we did see some rainfall, but by the afternoon, we did see the clouds break and there was a little bit of sunshine. Now, low temperatures tonight will be fairly mild compared to the average low. We'll see lows only around 60, and then we'll see some pretty warm temperatures tomorrow before we have several chances of rain to end the week and begin next week. I'll take you through future casts coming up a little bit later in the show.
Jacob, thank you. Today marks 5 years since a gunman entered a Middleton office, shooting 4 of his co-workers, leaving them injured. Witnesses say the gunman was sitting at his desk before getting up and opening fire. More than 350 first responders arrived to help Paradigm employees when the first shots were reported inside the building on September 19th of 2018. The gunman was killed after being shot by 4 officers. Overnight, Madison police arrested a 26-year-old man who they say broke into an apartment, fought the adults inside, and threatened children there. Happened at an apartment near Warner Park on Monterey Drive. A resident heard someone banging on his door, and he went to check it out. A stranger then forced his way inside. Police say the intruder fought multiple adults inside, armed himself with a hammer, threatened to hurt 2 children were sleeping nearby. He was arrested for burglary. Officers say he had outstanding warrants and Department of Corrections holds.
It's National Voter Registration Day, and the city of Beloit encouraged residents to get registered ahead of next year's elections. There are more than 27,000 Beloit residents who are eligible to vote, but only about 15,000 are registered. So that means close to half, about 45%, are not registered. Today's event brought people to the public library, but you can register anytime online at myvote.wi.gov or in person on Election Day next spring. Just be sure to have your proof of residency and a valid ID. A Jaysville Elementary School is getting prestigious honors for its academic performance. Monroe Elementary School was named a National Blue Ribbon School by the U.S. Department of Education. Monroe was just one of 8 Wisconsin schools recognized as a Blue Ribbon School and one of 353 nationwide. Darlington Elementary and Middle School also recognized.
Take a live look at the Capitol at this hour on the eve of a special session called by Governor Evers. Wisconsin in the midst of a child care shortage, one of the issues most top of mind for state lawmakers right now, and that's one of the topics tomorrow's session wants to address. Wisconsin in the midst of that shortage, and lawmakers in rural areas like Richland County are considering providers. They can be few and far between these days. We visited inside a child care center just north of Richland Center to see how those rural facilities are keeping up with all the demand.
It's the lack of options nearby. Involves more of that small town resilience. The average distance that people in rural communities drive is at least 10 to 20 miles to find access to care, let alone to quality care. And so you have that challenge already, and so the need becomes more pointed.
Earlier this summer, Republicans voted to end child care counts. That's a pandemic-era child care subsidy program, instead releasing their own child care package that focused more on changes to regulation.
Children's Wisconsin welcomed 2 special guests this morning, Green Bay Packer rookies Tucker Kraft and Luke Musgrave. The pair visited patients and their families as part of the annual Packers versus Cancer initiative. It aims to bring more awareness to all cancers, as well as raising money to find a cure. The Packers, in partnership with Bellin Health and the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation, will hold a variety of fundraising efforts throughout the month of October. Green Bay will also recognize cancer survivors at next week's Thursday night's football game against Detroit. And if you are going to the Packers game on Sunday, make sure you have the most up-to-date version of the Packers mobile app. The newest version has fixes to the app's connection with Ticketmaster, which is where your tickets will be scanned. If you do not update it, you won't be able to access the tickets on your phone. And don't wait to update it until you're outside Lambeau Field. Internet connectivity issues might slow you down if everyone is trying to update it ahead of kickoff. Turning now to a national story in New York where world leaders gathered today at the United Nations General Assembly.
And 2 of those leaders in attendance, President Joe Biden and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, both making cases for continued support for Ukraine in its war against Russia. Michael George has more.
President Biden urged world leaders gathered at the United Nations to stand strong against Russia's illegal war on Ukraine.
If you allow Ukraine to be carved up, is the independence of any nation secure? I'd respectfully suggest the answer is no.
For the first time in modern history, we have a real chance to end the aggression on the terms of the nation which was attacked.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky appeared here in person at the General Assembly for the first time since Russia's invasion. He warned world leaders that the Kremlin's aggression could move beyond his war-torn country's borders.
And the goal of the present war against Ukraine is to turn our lands, our people, our lives, our resources into a weapon against you, against the international rules-based order.
Zelensky is set to visit the White House and Capitol Hill later this week.
Russia believes that the world will grow weary and allow it to brutalize Ukraine without consequence.
Amid growing signs of resistance among Republicans, Congress is considering President Biden's request for an additional $24 billion in aid for Ukraine. So far, Ukraine has received hundreds of billions of dollars in international aid. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Still ahead at 10, a surprise at the Starbucks drive-thru.
Baristas are used to serving pup cups to dogs, but not alpacas. That's who they were greeted by in River Falls, and the video of the encounter, well, it's gone viral. We'll have that story for you straight ahead.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Elevate your savings at the Century House. Right now, buy stressless recliners, sofas, and office chairs and earn up to $1,500 credit toward the purchase of additional stressless furniture. Or receive $400 off the purchase of any stressless signature base or cross-base recliner and ottoman. Don't wait. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Students and staff at a local high school put down the books for a day of volunteering.
Tomorrow, I'm in the 608 to check out the mission behind Edgewood in the community.
And we have some summer-like temperatures the next couple of days. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Marcus Theaters wants to make movie-going more immersive for you. The company is debuting a 270-degree screen. It's known as Screen X at its New Berlin location. Right now, it's offering previews of the movie The Nun 2 with an official opening set for next Friday, September 29th. I guess that's for the Halloween season, right? The theater will show select scenes from the movies on screens that extend to the left and right walls of the theater. ScreenX, relatively new concept here. It was introduced back in 2012, and there are only 364 ScreenX theaters around the world. It's unclear if any other Marcus locations will receive that ScreenX technology.
Elon Musk, CEO of X, says he is considering charging all users a monthly fee to use the platform, formerly known as Twitter. He says it's the only thing he can think of to, quote, combat vast armies of bots. Musk didn't give a timeline for the possible shift or specify what the fee would be beyond saying, quote, a few dollars or something. Those comments come as X is struggling to restore the trust of advertisers. Ad sales have dropped 50% since Musk acquired that site. A farm owner in western Wisconsin surprised some Starbucks baristas when she brought one of her alpacas to the drive-thru with her.
Now, the encounter was captured on TikTok. It's gotten millions of views since. Derek James is in River Falls and introduces us to Carrie Harding and Oliver, the alpaca.
For you today. Yes, I'd like a pup for my alpaca, please. Absolutely. We'll see you at the window. Thank you.
The one with the orange collar is Oliver.
Oh my God! No! You want to try your pup?
So Oliver, unfortunately, lost his mama at birth. So he's a bottle-fed baby. So he's used to being around people, and he's just fun, very expressive. Obviously pretty small for his age, but he loves being outside, loves going on adventures, loves having the wind in his hair.
Now, when you went to Starbucks, were you expecting the kind of reaction that you received from the baristas?
Oh, absolutely not. It was so fun for them to see them react. And, you know, one of them actually has a tattoo of an alpaca on her arm, and that was so fun.
Were they aware of the farm?
No, actually, they didn't know anything about the farm, so that was fun. What a life, huh? My daughter, Berkeley, who's 13, really wanted to go do something fun with Oliver, so she suggested that we go to Starbucks, and so it was really all her idea. She's the one that does all the TikTok, and so here we are.
And getting that kind of notice has got to be cool because for you, it's all about educating people.
Exactly. So that's the mission of our farm, is really to educate people. So all of our farm tours are guided tours where people learn about the animals and learn about the respect and the safety that that are most important for the animals, and just learning where they came from and what they're used for. So we did a Taylor Swift theme this year, so we have 7 named after Taylor Swift songs.
Why alpacas for you?
Oh, we love alpacas. They're just the most awesome creature. They're the most sustainable animal. So you shear them once a year, and then you get their fleece, and we make all sorts of products from their fleece. Yeah, let him introduce you to some of his other friends. This is his good friend Melman.
And you have other animals here on the farm too.
We do. We have Valais black-nosed sheep, which are from Switzerland, mini Highland cows, llama, and English Angora bunnies.
So who do we have in here?
So this brown one right here, her name is Alexis, and her baby is Hey Siri. Hey Siri's hungry.
We just had some devices go off all across Minnesota and western Wisconsin. And for visitors who come, what kind of activities can they get involved in?
So the people can come for farm tours. We offer farm tours Friday through Monday. You can come and be a rancher for a day if you're an adult. Just kind of get to hang out with these guys. But we also offer alpaca yoga. So lots of fun educational experiences that we try to offer here.
Sorry if your phone went off. Charlotte's did. Oliver is among about 60 alpacas there at the farm. Pretty cool. Jacob Madison back. Another check of your first warn forecast.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, by this time next week, we will have seen plenty of rainfall, at least hopefully. Parts of our area for sure, because we have several rounds possible before the week is over. Now, we have a slight chance of rain late tonight and early Wednesday, but we could see maybe a few showers linger into the afternoon hours. Now, by the afternoon hours, we also are going to see temperatures fairly warm with highs right around 80 degrees degrees. And like I mentioned, several rounds of rainfall to end this week and begin next week. So looking at the current radar, there is no rain expected for the next few hours. We do have those showers later tonight, but this is late Thursday into early Friday. That's when we're expected to see more consistent rainfall move into our area. And that rain will likely continue for portions of the day on Friday. And then we'll get a brief break before more rain moves in late Friday into early Saturday. Saturday afternoon, there's also going to be a break from the rainfall as there's expected to be some pretty heavy rain off to our west. Now, some of these storms Saturday evening into early Sunday morning could possibly be severe, and that severe weather may creep into our area, so we'll keep you updated on if that strengthens at all. But then as we get to the day on Sunday, we're expected to see more rain, and the system will just kind of linger across our area for Monday and Tuesday as well, where we may continue to see some of these scattered showers. As far as total precipitation goes, the heaviest will be off to our west, but we are still expected to see some rain. As I mentioned, there's a lot of chances of rainfall, but there also will be some dry periods between the rainfall. So just be aware that pretty much every day, with the exception of Thursday, we are expected to see some rain, at least for parts of our area. Now, as far as temperatures, they are going to be pretty mild tonight with lows around 60. And then for tomorrow, we are going to see high temperatures around 80 degrees, so it will be fairly warm. I don't believe we've seen a high temperature in the 80s since around Labor Day. So this will be the warmest temperatures we've seen in a few weeks. And despite the warm temperatures, we actually are going to be pretty cloudy throughout the afternoon. Now for Thursday, we are going to see temperatures drop a little bit. Highs will be in the mid 70s, but then for Friday and Saturday, we're expected to see those high temperatures rise back up into the upper 70s. Now after the rain moves through, temperatures will drop back to around 70, maybe even upper 60s, and we are looking dry after Tuesday. So to recap the timing of the rainfall, slight chance of rain tonight into tomorrow morning. Most of the rain will be in the southern and southwestern portion of the state. And then we're going to be dry for Wednesday night and early Thursday. Thursday night into Friday, we have another chance of rain that will continue on Friday. We could see some more rain Friday night into early Saturday. Saturday afternoon looks like it will be dry before more rain moves in late Saturday and Sunday. Sunday looks to be the best chance of rain, and then the system will kind of linger across our area for Monday. By the time we get to Monday, it looks like we will mostly see showers with maybe a lingering shower for Tuesday, and then we are going to be dry by the middle of next week. So plenty of rainfall, but also plenty of dry periods. So just be aware if you have any plans over the weekend. There is quite a bit of rain expected.
Coming up in sports, TJ Watt set yet another record and did it in record time. Find out what the former Badger did this time. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Stanton Optical, you can stop waiting forever for an appointment. Same-day eye exams and walk-ins are always available. I wish other things would happen as fast. Get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. Fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit spectrum.com today.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Follow the fall colors to the Oakwood Fruit Farm just east of Richland Center. Over 20 varieties of your favorite apples to choose from. We grow and handpick the very best for you. Your family will love our delicious treats. Fresh apple cider, caramel apples, homemade pastries, including our legendary apple cider donuts. You'll want to make Oakwood Fruit Farm part of your fall traditions. Come to the Oakwood Fruit Farm. Visit oakwoodfruitfarm.com. Join us for our Customer Appreciation Open House October 7th and 8th.
When an inexperienced Whole Foods driver tipped his truck over while pulling off the interstate to take a break, a bus carrying a high school band ran into the overturned semi. The crash killed 5 people and injured dozens of others. 2 of the victims' families hired Habish, and Rotier. The settlements they received totaled over $4.5 million. And the skill expended by the Habish team is head and shoulders above one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, and Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Last night, T.J. Watt passed James Harrison to become the Pittsburgh Steelers' all-time sack leader. And if that sounds hard to believe, it really is. He was just drafted out of Wisconsin, was T.J., in 2017, and that means he's racked up 81.5 sacks in just 89 games. The only player in NFL history with more sacks through their first 89 games is some guy named Reggie White, if you've heard of him. To sum it up best in J.J. Watt's words, T.J. is the best defensive player on the planet, period.
I mean, I'd be lying to you if I said it wasn't special. Just like anything, it hasn't set in. I don't know if it will until I have time to really sit down and process what just happened tonight. But, I mean, there's just so many people that go into it that it's not myself out there making the plays. I mean, I can't take all the credit.
Normally when somebody has surgery, they are asleep, but that wasn't the case for Caroline Crawford. Last season, the Badger middle blocker broke her pinky and watched it get repaired. Zach Hanley, our sports director, went one-on-one with Crawford to find out why.
Your finger, back in November, you shattered it, had to have surgery. Did that kind of give you an inside look to maybe what your future could be?
Yeah, it was really cool. So all I had was a little like nerve calming medicine to put a nerve block in because I stuck like a giant needle in my neck to numb my arm. And then I got wheeled into the OR and I had no anesthesia, so like I could see everyone, I could talk to everyone. I even remember the music that was playing. It was like 70s classic, like what I used to listen to with my dad. And I remember like they had like a giant tarp up to keep like germs away, and he like lifted it down and showed me my pinky. And it was crazy because like you don't think it's your actual hand because your entire body's numb, so it's almost kind of like an out-of-body experience, but it was really cool.
So why? Like, why did you want to do that?
Not a lot of people get to say they sat in their own surgery, and at that time I really wanted to go to med school, so I was like, I can also add this to my application. Like, this is really cool and a cool experience.
Wide awake, watching the surgery happen. What did your family think? What did your teammates say about this whole
My
thing?
teammates thought I was crazy. My family thought I was a little crazy as well. They were afraid that I would freak out in the OR, but I was completely fine. Even the doctor said I was I was asking numerous questions and very curious.
So the hand's 100% healthy.
Yes.
What are you most looking forward to for this season?
I'm really excited because our team's really good this year. I feel like we mesh really well. We have a lot of talent, and we get along really well. It's almost like a sisterhood.
And the Brewers back in St. Louis trying to even up the series. Pick things up in the 4th inning. Game's tied at 2. Tyrone Taylor rips one down the third base line. And just like that, the Brewers take the lead on the RBI double. That was part of 4 consecutive doubles in the 4th inning that would score a quartet of Brewers runs. Milwaukee rides that to a win, winning at 7-3, and we'll be right back.
A
America, it's a 24/7 kind of place. And that's where Ford Escape comes in, the ultimate getaway vehicle. With available driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, and Bliss with cross-traffic alert to help you get away from it all, even when you're right in the middle of it. You got this with Ford Escape. Choose FlexBuy on Escape and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. Fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Want it? Here's the number.
Call 833-784-4999 to get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
Which helps me run all of this easily. Kids checkups? Scheduled. Work? Bust. Treat dispenser? Treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer. Work.
Switch to Spectrum One. 300 megabit internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security.
Spectrum One. Gets it done.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-784-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a store today.
You need to lend a helping hand when you wake up. Just know that we're always there.
Dean Health Plan by Medica, right here with you.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Wisconsin Huddle, Friday nights at 6:30.
And Jacob's back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, like I said, you know, kind of a lot of on and off rainfall is going to happen the next several days. Slight chance of rain tonight into tomorrow morning, then another chance late Thursday night into Friday, and then we could see more rain Friday night into Saturday, with another round of rain Saturday night into Sunday, with the rain kind of lingering into Monday and possibly Tuesday as well. So a lot of rainfall. Just keep an eye on the radar. We'll update as we get more information.
Jacob, thanks. Thanks for joining us.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.